This video is brought to you by Gamersubs. Use code MHB at checkout for 10% off your next order. Some of my all-time favorite shows are animated and have been ever since I was a kid. The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, to more recently Bob's Burgers and Archer. I'm a sucker for a good animated show, and I tell you what, in the early 2000s it was a blast because most of these shows got a game or 10 to go along with them. The Simpsons got too many to count, but obviously top of that list goes to Hit and Run, but Family Guy and Futurama were mainstays in my PS2 as well growing up. There was just something about playing these games that I couldn't get enough of, and it's something that as time's gone on, outside of the mobile space and South Park, we don't see these types of games anymore. So today I wanted to revisit and platinum one of the last games from that era. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. A lot of people remember the original Family Guy game, but I feel like most forget Back to the Multiverse even exists. Releasing back in 2012 on PC, PS3 and Xbox 360 to pretty terrible reviews. I can't lie, I don't remember this game being some sort of hidden gem or underrated classic, but I do remember as a fan of the show having a good time with it. So I decided to pick up a copy, dust off the PS3 once more, and grab the Platinum Trophy. As always, if you do end up enjoying the content, be sure to like the video, comment below some more Platinums you'd like to see me tackle next, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and go over to twitch.tv/MayorHairBear if you want to see some of these Platinum journeys live. But what is the Platinum journey like for Back to the Multiverse? Well, according to PSN profiles, it ranks at about a 3 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, should take a single playthrough, and only about 15 hours to complete. So a nice chill Platinum experience, which I definitely was in need of after the stupidly long grind that was LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Now, I did play Back to the Multiverse back in 2012, and remember having fun with the game, but that's really all I remember. I couldn't tell you any specifics, what the game was like, or what I liked about it. I could just say I get good vibes from the game. That's about all my memory allowed, so I was very interested to see what the game was like to play almost 12 years later. Where does the time go, man? Seriously. So I booted up Stream, and away we went. My first focus, as per usual, was to make my way through the story. There are 10 chapters in the game, some with unique trophies for completing side objectives, and all but one have some form of collectibles to go out and find as well. The game begins with Stewie and Brian chilling at home when Bertram, Stewie's half-brother and nemesis, appears out of nowhere. If you've seen the show, you know in one of the many time-traveling episodes, Stewie killed Bertram. So his appearance comes at a bit of a shock, but it's explained he's from another universe and cannot stand the thought of a universe without him in it. So to get back at Stewie, Bertram vows to travel the multiverse, gathering forces to wipe out this universe altogether, and well, we of course need to stop him, with our first stop being a universe ruled by college kids. As we load into the level, we don't even have to start the main mission here before getting our first trophy. This is our first taste of the few side objectives or trophy specific objectives in some of the levels, and all we need to do is destroy some pinatas in the level, and we're on the board. There we go, this should be the last one, and then we get the infamous PS3 trophy pops. There we go. Day labor. But back to the story, and immediately Stewie's multiverse remote is broken, so we need Mort to help us fix it. First, we need to do him a favor though, and that is to throw a better party than the other fraternity, and that's exactly what we do. Making sure to, of course, get us some quick and easy trophies in the process for doing things like swapping between Brian and Stewie 10 times. We'll see. That should be a trophy. There we go. Bipolar. Getting a one-shot kill. One-shot kills. Defeating 10 enemies with melee weapons. Oh, we clubbing. Wait, what the hell was the other trophy for? And getting another one-shot kill, but with a headshot this time because, well, why not? Oh, headshot. But with the frat boys defeated and Mort's party rockin', that was level 1 in the books. Yep, it's all Greek to me. Next up, the Amish universe. Bertram this time is using the Amish to build a super weapon and fast. So we make our way through Amish country to ultimately destroy said weapon and getting our Far Cry 3 on along the way. That should be a trophy, unless there's more. Nope, Scorched Earth. We destroy the big wooden Bertram and it's time to head to our next universe. Something's amish. a universe ruled by the handicapped. No side trophy this time, and we'll talk about collectibles towards the end, but our end goal is to track down Joe. He's been paid off by Bertram to stop us and tries to end us with the ultimate transformer, Crippletron. Handy capable. Our next stop is the evil universe, just containing everyone's evil counterpart, and this time Bertram is trying to acquire evil Adam West's nuclear cat launchers, so we need to stop him and evil Stewie, grabbing a trophy by complete accident for getting a multi-kill with a grenade in the process. Multi-kill with a grenade, let's go. Oh, pussy whipped. After defeating Evil West though, we actually get some form of continuation this time, as to get the nukes back, first we need to assassinate Mayor McCheese. This is a pretty straightforward level, but we do need to find a kinky quagmire along the way, and sort of just mosey around for 30 seconds for a quick trophy. Pervert, there we go. Before taking out the mayor, Kennedy style.
Okay, nobody laugh at me. There's been a tragedy.
We've overstayed our welcome in this universe, so on to the next. There we go. No cheese, please. This time being ruled by pirates. Our multiverse remote gets stolen, so we need to get it back. With no weapons though, it did give me the chance to grab our next trophy for getting a melee-only multi-kill, which was neat. Hey, multi-kill. All culminating in a pretty lackluster battle against Long John Peter. Not that any fight in this game is all that spectacular, and getting our remote back. Long John Peter. We find ourselves next in a universe where Santa is useless, so he rents out his factory to the highest bidder. That being Bertram now, to mass produce weapons for his army. This time around, we have to make sure to take out the employee of the month, Vernon. Employee of the month. And because there's so many respawning enemies in this place, I ended up snagging trophies for killing 500 enemies with Brian. Ooh, is that it? Getting 75 headshots. Ooh, boom, headshot, we got another one. And collecting $50,000 in the story mode, which we'll touch on more again later. Alright, penny pincher. I'm assuming 50k that is? Ending with us taking out Santa for good. Santa's sweatshop. This is where I called it for the stream though, and ultimately the platinum journey gets a little disorganized from here onwards. I decided on my night off streaming to still play some Family Guy because I was having a lot of fun, and also figured I could set myself up for getting the platinum the next day on stream. However, I didn't want to finish up the story off stream, so what I decided to do was try and complete the game's challenge mode and survive 30 waves in Multiverse Madness, the stock standard wave mode every game had to take a stab at in the 2010s. But first, the challenge mode. There's 7 challenges on offer, and we need to earn 3 stars in each of them to snag the trophies Little Dipper and Big Dipper for earning 10 and 21 stars. Now the stars in all but one are centered around difficulty, so 1 star is easy and 3 stars is hard. But don't stress, these challenges really aren't too bad regardless. Restart, this is bullshit. What the f is wrong with this level, man? There's so many enemies. Oh, this level is ass, dude. Oh my god, I did it. Oh no, I ran out of time. Why doesn't it just end? Yeah, thanks God. That is the worst advice. Oh, just get rid of the shooting ones. What shooting ones? I'm getting overrun here. Okay, this first challenge gave me some serious grief, but I swear Quagmire is just a walking L because I got it on my first try with Meg. But I should probably go over the challenges. We have taking 10 photos of party girls before time runs out, probably the one that gave me the most grief in terms of actual difficulty, taking out all the Amish without taking out too many civilians, rescuing 6 captive people before time runs out, and then it gets a bit lazy with 2 just standard survive all waves of enemies or survive for so much time, escape Santa's workshop before time runs out, and the final one, which is the only challenge that needs to be completed in co-op, but not really. Again, most of these challenges bar the first, I breezed through my first attempt, in the process using 25 basically special grenades like the giant chicken or jack-in-the-box to name a few. Help from my friends, I think that's for, yeah, the throwable, and earning 10 stars. Little Dipper. But the final challenge was where I really struggled. But not because it's a challenging encounter. You see, despite being the only challenge requiring co-op, you can plug in another controller and just leave whichever one is controlling Peter in the helicopter alone, as enemies do not target him, and just complete the mission with Lois. The issue is this one jump that I swear does not work. It's just slightly too far, and this made me fail so many damn times. What? How do I get over there? How? I can't cross this bridge. Am I tripping the out? How? This can't make the jump. Oh, off, Lois. Make the jump. The only way I ended up beating this mission was by discovering if you start running just before you jump, you go a bit faster and far enough to make the jump. But it's a small window between success and failure and still doesn't feel like a guarantee. Outside of that, the mission is pretty easy. Just avoid the sniper sights and take out a few enemies and you'll finally get your 21st star. Big Dipper. That's all the challenges done. But with the challenge mode complete, it was time for Multiverse Madness, this game's wave mode where we need to survive 30 waves. This doesn't sound too bad until I tell you it takes on average about 2 hours to get this done, and if you go down or the game crashes, which it is prone to do, back to the start you go. This really isn't too challenging, especially on the airport map if you just farm this spot for its health packs, but it is so boring. The money you earn at a certain point means nothing and just reminds me of Mad Moxie's Underdome from Borderlands 1. And that's the last thing I want to remember. It really is a filler mode that had no thought or effort put in. It's just all the enemies from the game, and every 10 waves they get stronger and bullet spongier. But after 2 hours of wasted life, I did finally complete this terrible wave mode, whilst also killing 60 enemies with grenades. Bunch of chumps. I.e. dead. Cartoon apocalypse. After that awful process, I was cooked for the night, but I was confident I'd set myself up to get that platinum the next day on stream. It was time to get back to the story, and in our next universe, we found ourselves in a world where alien chickens have taken over, and I love this level so much because it's just an Alien or Aliens parody, and I'm all for it. Making our way through the mothership and space to take out the chicken queen, and taking ourselves out with a grenade for good measure. Yep, how do I jump? But would be better. Oop, chicken's in space. We save Peter, but Giant Chicken appears, traveling back to our universe, and now it's time to juke it out. Which would be more fun if I didn't have to smash them through 20 things, which took a needlessly long time. Hey, there we go. But still, overall a pretty fun level. Chicken fight. Back to Stewie and Brian, it's time to stop Bertram once and for all. Well, him, his cyborg T-Rex, and his real army of Bertram clones. That's right, we went on a wild goose chase. Also, back to the T-Rex, funny that Bertram's boss involves a dinosaur. Rex?
We can work together! We could rule the multiverse!
Shout out to the chat for pointing that out, I had no clue. Anyway, we face off in a 3-phase fight with Bertram, making sure in the final phase to die for the last side trophy. Oh, cool. And with one more attempt, take him out once and for all. No place like home. Or at least until this game gets a sequel. I'm sure it'll be any day now. With the story complete though, I wanted to smash out the multiplayer trophies before doing any cleanup, so back goes in the second controller for a quick but massive haul of trophies, like choosing Meg in a match. Mr. Unpopular. Taunt 25 times in a match. Teabagging. Kill your first enemy. First kill. Get 3 melee kills without dying. Roadhouse. Get 10 kills without dying. The Cleaner. Win a game of deathmatch. Kings of Quahog. Take out Meg in a match. Taunt a down enemy with Quagmire. Yeah, that should be 2. You got shut up, Meg. And Teabag a D-bag. Win a capture the greased up deaf guy and shut out the other team. Grease can't save you now. And lockdown, let's go. Taunt 5 times in a row with Peter. Yeah, bird is the word, let's go. And winning a game of infiltration. Bestest Infiltrator. That's a multiplayer done, and doesn't even take half an hour. But with 3 trophies and the platinum remaining, what was left to do? Well, the big one was all those collectibles I'd mentioned in the beginning. I'd missed some in the Pirate and Santa universe because there's some of the few levels that have them hiding in boxes, and I didn't know that until it was too late. Outside of these levels though, as long as you have a good look around levels, you should knock out most with little issue. But there's no tracking or saving of collectibles. You either do them and it saves with the reward unlocking, or you don't find them all and you need to start from scratch in that level. But this didn't take too long to clean up, grabbing our 500th kill with Stewie in the process. Oosh. Hey, Stevie Nader, that's 500 kills. There we go, obsessed. And all that was left was to buy everything in the store. This had me a bit worried since it's not the story mode store, it's the main menu store with all the multiplayer characters as well, and apparently takes $250,000 to unlock everything, and I had no idea how much I'd already spent. But there is an easy way to farm money, and that is in Santa's workshop since enemies don't stop respawning. I did 2 run-throughs of this farming method. One to just save up a good chunk of change and buy as much as I could, and the next with the knowledge of how much money I actually needed. This honestly wasn't too bad. It's a needless grind, but a short one at least, and just like that, with our final purchase being made, Family Guy Back to the Multiverse's Platinum Trophy was mine. Hopefully, there we go. Mort will now lend you credit, and there is no cake. So after 12 hours in total, 3 better than the guide, it's not much, but it's honest work. What did I think of Family Guy Back to the Multiverse's Platinum and the game in general? First of all, let's talk about the game, because no, this is not some fantastic work of art. The story is serviceable, the gameplay feels pretty clunky, the bosses are okay at best, and some of the dialogue repeats far too much. With all that being said, you bet your ass I had a blast here. For me, this is just an excuse to relive some great Family Guy moments, to have a laugh, and play an average third-person shooter. Nothing more, nothing less, and I'm okay with that. Not every game is perfect, but if it's not perfect, it's not automatically terrible either, which I feel is a rhetoric I see more and more as time goes on. As a Family Guy enjoyer, I had fun with this game, and most of the platinum as well, to be honest. Outside of the crashes, a janky final challenge, and a tacked on wave mode, most of this platinum is in the story, and the story is the best part. It's where lines like this happen.
You think you smell fish now? Why don't you come over here?
I hate that line so much. I had a lot of fun here, and I'm glad I went back and revisited this game, finally adding it to my platinum collection. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, make sure to leave a comment with "bird is the word" to let me know that you made it to the end. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave it a like because it helps let me know that you enjoyed yourself. Comment below some more games you want to see get platinum next, as well as answering what's your favorite guilty pleasure game and platinum trophy. Thank you to all my channel members for that extra level of support, and special thanks to those in the Bear Club: G&T Papi, Jackie White, Nugget, Dark Wolf, Daniel Fitzgerald, Scott Unwin, Steel Vanguard, NPO Crusader, Zafado, Nef, and Marcel. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, go give my socials a follow if you fancy @MayorHairBear, join the Discord server to have a chat, go and chuck me a follow on Twitch if you want to see some of these platinum journeys live, or MayorHairBear VODs if those pesky time zones don't line up for you, and I'll catch you all in the next video.